Now at 6, a rogue wave hurts several people and swallows a truck in Ventura. The dangerous high surf hitting the California coast, including San Diego.
Plus, ready to ring in the new year? The events happening here around town and how you can get a free ride. And a live look inside the convention center, giving you a preview of the San Diego International Auto Show.
You're watching CBS 8 Mornings at 6.
Look at this. At least 8 people were hospitalized after a powerful wave in Ventura County actually ran over there, the boardwalk, hitting people moving that truck. Thanks for joining us, everyone, here at 6 a.m. I'm Chris Groh, in for Eric Connor.
And I'm Netta Irampur. Yeah, we told you about the power of Mother Nature. Well, coastal flood and high surf warnings are in place right now up and down the state. This will last through the weekend. So we have team coverage for you on this. CBS 8's Regina Yorita giving us a live look there along the coast.
But we are going to begin with meteorologist Evan Rani with a closer look at what we can expect. Evan?
Yeah, good morning to you. Those rogue waves, boy, they can bring, in some cases, double the size of surf that we see from any normal wave. Tide comes in tremendously, and it's usually just those singular waves at once. That happened up in Ventura County. We here along our coast are also seeing high surf and a coastal flood advisory. For the day today, as we kick off the morning, we mostly got some fog. Temperatures in the 60s for the afternoon. A dry day before wet weather comes into the forecast for tomorrow. Your Saturday is going to be a wet one. In the meantime, this is your coastal flood advisory and high surf warning, both in play through the new year. 8 to 12-foot waves, some sets of 15-foot waves, but what we saw up there in Ventura County was tremendous. So we do want to send things out to CBS 8's Regina Yorita. She's live in Mission Beach this morning, an area prone to coastal flooding, as we continue to see those intense waves along the coast. Regina?
Yeah, that's correct, Evan. As you just mentioned, right, Mission Beach is one of the places where it's prone to flooding. We saw it just a year ago. Right now, it's pretty dry conditions right now, but we are seeing some pretty large waves. Definitely Mother Nature putting some energy into those waves, and as that day moves forward, we can see even higher waves. So right now, lifeguards are recommending that you stay out of the water. Of course, those waves are magnificent to see, but you have to see them from a distance because they can be dangerous. They are not loyal, and anything can happen. But I want to get to that video again that we just mentioned before, just because this is video from Ventura County kind of showing what is happening in other areas. This is just pretty incredible video as we see people that were swept away after water came rushing once that wave hit that retaining wall. So this happened during the high surf advisory at high tide, and because of this wave, 8 people were taken to the hospital. It's why we report on this and warn you about the dangers, because you truly don't know what can happen. Of course, these big waves, again, are spectacular to see, but keep in mind they are not loyal. And here locally, as we mentioned, Mission Beach is known to flooding. Nearly a year ago, we witnessed it. CBS 8 reported back in January these massive waves that flooded boardwalks, residential areas, and lifeguard stations. Officials are saying this weekend could be similar. It's why they're warning people. The big surf will bring dangerous swimming conditions and rip currents that can pull people out to sea. So here's what they're warning you about.
It is Mother Nature, and Mother Nature is very powerful and strong. So we don't know exactly how it's going to look, over the next 4 days, but there is potential for minor to some major coastal floodings.
And beachgoers are also being told to be mindful if they're near Sunset Cliffs or other bluff areas. Of course, stay out of wet cliffs. And I know some surfers can't help it, but they actually want to be, catching these waves. But of course, it's always best to be careful. And if you are not a professional surfer, do not get in the water. These are dangerous waves that definitely can pull you out to sea, and it is not a good thing to do. So we'll keep you guys here for obviously updating you on the latest, but as of right now, things seem to be running smooth, but we are seeing some pretty large waves at the moment. For now, send things back to you guys.
Regina, thank you. Yeah, the water may get all the way up to that boardwalk that she's standing on. All right, the holiday travel rush not over yet. In fact, the TSA thinks today and Monday will be among the busiest airport days of the year.
Yeah, let's take a live look right now at Chicago's O'Hare International Airport. TSA expects more than 2 million passengers at airports across the country each day. They are advising those who plan to fly this weekend to arrive early. AAA also expects an increase in road traffic tomorrow. The worst time for driving is going to be from 5 to 7 p.m. The best time is going to be before noon, so those early risers are going to be rewarded. San Diego's average gas price is up again this morning, $4.79 a gallon.
And now we are counting down to 2024. New Year's Eve is just 2 days away. So now let's take you live to Times Square. Always quite an electrifying sight to see this. I mean, for many reasons. Yeah, this is New York City. 1 million people will gather right there to watch the iconic ball drop. It's one of the world's biggest New Year's Eve celebrations. So yeah, you'll see a ton of people taking over all those streets here this weekend. Right now, they're all prepping for it. And here at home, several spots ringing in the new year. Starting at 10:30 a.m. on Sunday, families can celebrate early, go to Legoland with the kids. There will be a dance party. They'll have fireworks. And then later at 5 p.m., Courtyard hosting an R&B block party. The 21 and up event starts at 5 p.m., ends early at 10. Also downtown, the Altitude Sky Lounge celebrating New Year's. Starting at 8 p.m., the rooftop bar will count down with happy hour pricing and a champagne toast. Finally, the Hard Rock Hotel hosting their annual celebration. You can still buy tickets online for their 2024 Glitz and Glam Gala. That's always a big one. But if you'd rather ring in at noon, AleSmith has a big noon year event.
All right, a lot of different options. Well, the most important thing to remember this weekend is, though, don't drink and drive. The CHP is gearing up its maximum enforcement period. It starts tonight and goes through the holiday. CHP won't be alone. Other departments and agencies will have increased patrols as well, looking for impaired drivers. Again, that's both alcohol and drugs. Other moving violations could be flagged as well. MTS and the North County Transit District will be offering free rides for New Year's Eve celebrations. Free rides will begin 6 p.m. on Sunday until 3 a.m. Monday morning. All 3 trolley lines will also be running for extra late night service. And a local law firm is also offering to pay for your Uber, Lyft, and cab rides. We do have a link to that. Go to CBS8.com, click on the help button.
Nice thing to do. There's no excuse to drink and drive, as we know.
Not in this day and age with the amount of options that we have.
Grab an Uber, grab a Lyft. It's very easy to do. And public transportation now, there's so much of it too. The trolley, very easy process. We do have a chance of rain tomorrow or Saturday.
Tomorrow's the day. And people may be driving tomorrow all over the state. And
if you're making travel plans ahead of New Year's celebrations, yes, it is going to be one of those days where we see a chance of rain spike for Saturday. I mean, the plus side to this is while you're ringing in the new year from Sunday into Monday, our chance of wet weather diminishes. So we're still going to see that 10 to about 20% chance for your New Year's Eve into New Year's Day. This is a lot less chaotic than what we're going to see tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to involve about 3/4 of an inch looking up toward North County, lighter accumulations down toward the South Bay, closer to 1/10, maybe 2/10 of an inch. So all of us will likely stay under 1 inch for tomorrow's accumulating rainfall. It will mainly come through ahead of the midday time frame, and then after midday mainly be in a scattered format. We are mostly dry from Sunday through Tuesday, and then Wednesday of next week, the middle of next week, we have a better opportunity for more widespread rain to come about. A little bit of fog to kick off the day, 5 miles of visibility up in Oceanside, 8 in Kearney Mesa and Miramar, 6 in Coronado. This isn't much trouble. It's a lot less trouble than what we were dealing with yesterday, but does still show that there are some low clouds out there to start off the day. Saturday is going to be your standout wet day. Temperatures mostly in the mid 60s and low 60s. Going to warm up by a degree or 2 into Sunday, allow for a bit of the sun to peek through under mostly cloudy skies. But for us today, we've got that dense cloud cover to kick off the morning. Temperatures are mostly in the upper 40s and low 50s. Going to warm our way up to steadily the mid 60s into this afternoon, with the opportunity for a bit of sun to come through into that noon to 2 p.m. stretch, maybe even through 4 p.m. The overarching idea is that clouds are filling in the blank spaces out there, setting the stage for rain tomorrow. But today is a dry day, tomorrow is our wet day, and then we'll be back to those dry skies as we get from your New Year's Eve into New Year's Day. Not ruling out the chance of a few light scattered showers, though. That's what we're keeping in mind as we head into that time frame. Let's take a look at how things are shaping up as far as your roads go. It is 6:10 on the clock right now. You can see that little yellow color down toward TJ. What we're seeing down there is some fog. So there is some fog across our county. Watch out for reduced visibility as we kick off the day. I also want to take you to this to this obstruction that we have on the road. Number 2 lane blocked due to something on the road there, 805 northbound. This is at the 52. Not causing any major backups this morning, but it is something that CHP is aware of and is getting onto the scene of as we speak. Let's check in on border wait time, see how your roads are looking from the port of entry. 125-minute wait at the San Ysidro port of entry, so over 2 hours. Otay Mesa port of entry going to run you about 50 minutes, so just under an hour in total. Back to you.
Oh, 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 oh.
Wow, yeah, look at this. What caused this rough landing and caused that man to say a lot of ooh-oohs for a plane? We'll hear all about it.
Plus, new information on what U.S. and Mexican officials discussed about the migrant crisis.
I'm Alex Lai, live at the San Diego Auto Show, and I'll tell you all the buzz about this new revamped Volkswagen bus.